this is Bucket List Homestead, and today I am starting week 4 of the 3 Rivers Challenge, Pantry Challenge. And I'm in the mood for soup. I've actually had soup a few times for lunch last week that I made. I made some amazing tomato soup, which you should have seen before this video. That will air before this video airs. It was so good and so easy. Definitely be making that and hopefully canning up the next batch. But today is going to be beef soup, and this is going to be great for lunches for this week. I don't film our breakfasts and lunches during this challenge, even though I am using things from our pantry and storage, because one, I don't always have breakfast. I fast, so sometimes my breakfast is lunch, and I never know what I'm going to have for lunch for the most part until I'm making it. But I do still use a lot of our pantry and things for it, or we have whatever we have left over from supper the night before. David and I typically have it for lunch the next day. So beef soup will be for lunch a lot today, or this week. I have my slow cooker over on my stove plugged in, and I am going to, so a lot of this, it's mostly going to be cooking the beef for the most part today, and beef broth in the slow cooker, because I am using from my pantry canned potatoes and canned carrots, and they're already soft, so I don't want to cook them all day or they'll just turn to puree in the soup. I'm also using a big jar of my homemade beef broth, and I'm using our wonderful stew beef that we got from our beef farmer a few months ago when we had our beef order. And I'm going to add some frozen peas later. I think I'm going to add some green beans to it. So I'm going to add some oregano, some basil, a bay leaf, some garlic, and some onion powder. I'm not going to do chunks of onion just because David doesn't care for like onions unless they're extremely small or powder. So that's what I'm going to do. First, we're going to cut out the stew meat to small chunks. So the beef is in the beef broth and the tomato juice and all the spices, and it'll cook all day. I forgot to mention it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so I want that to cook all day. So the next thing is, this is not something for us, but it's still part of the pantry challenge because I'm going to finally use it up. This is beef tallow that I rendered last year. We don't care for it. We much prefer the pork lard that I have done. I could have done this wrong, but to me it still smells like beef, really like yucky beef, old beef, and it still tastes like it. We are not crazy about it, but I'm not going to let it go to waste. So I'm going to take a bunch of it out, put it into this, and we're going to melt it. And I have here just a throwaway cake pan and birdseed. So I'm making a treat for our chickens. I'm making suet, and it's using up, I have 2 big jars of this beef tallow, and I think I even have some in the freezer still. So I gotta get through all that. So yeah, it's gonna get really cold and nasty here in the next couple of days, so this will help keep them warm, and it gives them a treat, and it's simple, easy to make. And you can make this for your feathered friends too, the wild birds. Pour it right into this. let this solidify, and then later I will break it into 4 chunks, and we'll give them 1 chunk today, and then I'll have 3 chunks that I'll have through the rest of the week to give them. And there, still got quite a bit of it in there, but at least we're getting through it. Okay, about an hour to go till we're gonna eat supper, so I'm gonna add all the vegetables. So I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna put the whole bag in. We opened that a while ago and it needs to be used. And I did drain the potatoes. And then I rinsed them a little bit because they were pretty starchy from being in the jar. But I am not going to drain my mix of green and yellow beans and my carrots because the juices of them will actually flavor the soup. But I'm gonna wipe everything. I love that sound. With our soup, we are having, I'm not sure what to call these. This was from the leftover pizza dough from pizza night last week that I didn't use because we only made 1 pizza. I just rolled them into small balls, let them rise for about 2 hours or so, baked them for roughly 20 minutes at 350, and then I dumped them in melted butter with minced garlic, quite a few cloves of garlic. Really let them saturate, sat on a parchment-lined cookie sheet and sprinkled them with Parmesan, and they are delicious. I tried one when they first came out. No, it is day 23. It's been a day. It has been a day. And I am not in the mood to cook a dinner. I was going to do a new recipe tonight. I've decided not to. We enjoyed, that soup was so good last night. We got a lot of snow yesterday through the night. It's cold. Another big storm's coming. And like I said, it has been a day, a bad day. Not the greatest day for a lot of reasons. And I am just going to heat us up the soup. We still have some of those garlic buns left, and that's what we're going to have again tonight. David's fine with it because, like I said, it was good. It was good soup. And I don't have it in me, friends, to make a dinner, big dinner tonight, or any kind of dinner. I think even making toast at this point would be too much. So there's day 23. Beef soup again with garlic buns, and the kids are going to get something on their own. I'm winging supper tonight. It is a new recipe, sort of. I'm just making up something. I have a lot of this cranberry salsa that I froze from Christmas Eve, and I will leave the video from when I made that for the collaboration I was a part of back in December, for Dip December, and I made that cranberry salsa, and I had a lot of it left. I mean, a lot. So I froze a bunch of it. I'm going to try making it with some chicken tonight, and we're going to see how it goes. So I'm just going to brown some chicken breast. Might help if I turn on the oil. In this pan, I'm going to leave 1 chicken breast plain because the kids don't want to try anything new. And then in this pot here, I'm going to put this cranberry salsa, maybe add a little bit of garlic, some water, heat it up, kind of get it incorporated. And after I brown the chicken, I'm going to pour it onto those 2 pieces of chicken and slide it in the oven and let it cook for another maybe 10 minutes or so, or until the chicken's done. and we will see how it goes. Okay, we're gonna try this beat up recipe that I just tried with that cranberry salsa. And as you saw, I added a little bit of flour just to thicken it up. Actually pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of cranberry sauce.
No, no.
But that's actually good.
Is it? Really? You're not just saying that for the camera?
Yeah.
And it actually turned it quite the pretty pink color. You can see that under the sauce. So, okay, cranberry sauce is good on chicken. Here we are, day 25, and obviously you must have guessed what we're having. Tacos. It's not even Taco Tuesday. We're all mixed up on the schedule because of changing things around, but I still wanted to do Mexican because we didn't have Taco Tuesday last week. So obviously I ground up 2 pounds of meat because I'm going to freeze the other pound, so that way I have some to go if we want a quick lunch or something, and I'll freeze it. We have black beans that were in the freezer, bell peppers I froze and harvested last year. This is my avocado crema. I've showed you how to make that before, back at the beginning of the month. I made 3 batches and I froze the majority of it, so I have a batch for tonight. Homemade salsa that I made, and obviously cheese. Now this, I waited to open till I could pick up the camera. Gracie, this is lettuce Gracie bought a while ago, and I used my little handheld vacuum sealer that I tried back in the summer that I showed you all to see if it will last. It's been in here for well over a week, so let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh my gosh. My hands are clean, just so if anyone's wondering. It looks great. That's perfect. All right. Well, that is, I'm just going to show you. That is this thing here that I used, okay? And it comes with the 2 mason jar tops. And it also came with a hose that you can use with your food saver machine. I haven't done that yet, but that worked great. We also have spinach that's been in the fridge that she bought a couple weeks ago that we haven't, that we sealed up to see how long we can get it to last. So, okay, that's it for day 25, Taco Wednesday. day 26, and I am doing another new recipe this week. So that makes 2 this week. I think it's 2. I'm losing track of all my days. So tonight I'm going to do pork chops. Aren't they beautiful? We got those from our local pork farmers down the road. And I thought I have all this apple butter, so much apple butter. I still have apple butter from 2021, which is what I'm using up today. Plus I made some last year. So I don't know if I'll make any this year. We'll see how much we have left by the time fall rolls around. But anyway, I have a lot. And we like it, but you can only eat so much of it so many ways. So I thought, why don't I make it into a glaze for these pork chops? So, and we're also going to have sweet potato. I've already roasted that. I'm going to scoop it all up and mash them up and add some maple syrup and a little bit of cinnamon. But for this glaze, okay, I have some apple butter, some mustard. I don't have Dijon mustard, so it's just regular mustard. Maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, soy sauce, salt, and I think that's everything. And the trick is to cook them a little bit slower than you normally would. I got to get a brush. So I have them on 275 the temperature, and we're going to brush some glaze on one side, bake them for 10 minutes, flip them over. Actually, we're just going to do one side. So I'm just going to brush some. Okay. To getting done, I'll put another coat of glaze on them and just to broil up that glaze a bit, and then we'll see how they taste. Okay. It didn't come out quite the way I was hoping, but we're gonna see what it tastes like. Okay. So apple butter pork chops. Trimmed off as much of the fat as I could. Oh, but I didn't know where to cook them. Some fat here. Okay. Well.
You're good. Well done.
Actually, that's not bad. Well, at least I found another use for that apple butter. Okay, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know if I'm like craving saying, oh boy, I gotta make apple butter pork chops tonight. But hey, it's another day down, and I have to say I'm getting a little weary of cooking every night. So I've done some thinking, and there's gonna be some videos coming soon for you guys to watch that I might actually be trying something to eliminate cooking every night. See you tomorrow. It's Friday, but we're not doing pizza tonight. We're counting this as a new recipe. I am going to be making chicken fried rice, and it's from Epicure. And I'm almost embarrassed to admit how many packages from Epicure I still have in my pantry that I have been going through for quite a while now. This is one of them. I think I still have 2 more of these too. So we're gonna try it. Everyone in the house likes chicken fried rice. Surprisingly, it's one of Aiden's favorites. So making it from scratch, I'm hoping he's gonna like it. And yeah, no more takeout. So, and Epicure's in the States now too, I guess. Right on the back it tells you so this is the seasoning that was in there. And to that I have to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. I don't have sesame oil, it's not something I buy, so we're just gonna use olive oil. So we're gonna do 2 of these. 1, 2, and 1 olive oil. And as you can see, I got my chicken breast all cut up here into bite-sized pieces. I also, in this bowl, I cooked up 3 cups, well, more than 3 cups, but I have 3 cups of cooked rice that I cooked in the Instapot this morning because the recipe calls for cooked cold rice. So we're just going to stir this up. Not the greatest stirring thing. And we set that aside. I'm going to turn my wok on and we're going to get cooking the chicken. So all the chicken's going to get browned up. And it does call for a bag of coleslaw. We're in the pantry challenge. We don't have coleslaw. But Grace had a few pea pods and some baby carrots that she bought herself. So David shredded up some carrot for me and I just took over the rest of the pea pods and we're going to throw that in here to substitute the coleslaw because pantry challenge. So good thing Gracie bought those. She doesn't know I used the rest of her pea pods. But okay, Grace, I know it's hot. Let me know what you think. It smells good. It looks like fried rice.
There's a one whole pea pod in here.
What do you think, Grace?
It's not bad.
Not bad. All right, Aiden. See what you think.
Piping on.
Yeah, blow on it. I didn't give you guys a lot too. We can find out. It's still too hot. If it's too hot, keep blowing. Well,
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty bad.
you don't like it? You changing your mind, Grace? Looks like it's a peanut butter sandwich for Aiden tonight. What do you think, Grace?
I mean,
It doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't like it.
no, I don't hate it.
Okay. That's a huge boost of confidence. I don't hate it. All right. Dave and I are going to try it. Next time I'll make it 100% from scratch without the epicure thing.
I'm
But
pretty picky, so.
all right. It's hot. I think it's good. It doesn't taste like takeout chicken fried rice. I'll say that. I also didn't dump a gazillion pounds of salt in mine either. But I think it's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe that's fine.
Peanut butter sandwich for the boy tonight.
Mm.
And that's going to wrap up week 4 of the pantry challenge for us because tomorrow's Saturday and that's just cleaning out the fridge. We're going to have a lot of this left, so we're probably eating this again tomorrow for lunch. So next week is just a few days left in the pantry challenge. So we still have a lot of stuff to get through. I'm going into February, but yeah, that's it for us for this week. Till then, folks, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.